Hey hey there, folks. It's 8:40 a.m. Thursday, March 22nd, 2018. Turn this off. I was trying to say goodbye from that last video that I had and tell you about stuff that's coming, but I have to make one last video, and I'm not going to make another one. This is it. There are how to close this up. Number one, some of you that are very strong and very important in the movement, especially Raj. Raj, I love you, man. I can't say your name right, but it's Raj Narayanan. He's out in New Zealand. The second this body's dead and I'm free, I'm going to finish killing everything on the other side that needs to be dealt with. But Raj is the new Arae replacement. He's the fifth focal point of Arae. He came out of the original Arae, me. I'm the primary focal point of Arae. He's strong as hell. He's almost pure heart energy. He's incredible. He's the most awesome, wonderful, loving, honorable, compassionate man you could run into. And he was just getting slammed, and I, wrote him back saying it's everything on. It's going to get a little weird for some people that are just coming in, whatever. But for those of you that know me well, and especially those of you that are here to help other people, and you're already lit up, but you're about to get cranked on hard. It's time for me to leave and you to do your job. I've only got a few days left. I got to finish this animal book. Animal essence, spirit guides, and messages. That kind of thing. It's all about that. Anyway, I've had one life after the other. I keep going right back in the body. That's what the other side has seen, everyone over there. I've done it 10.846 plus trillion times. 10.846 trillion plus times. My last life, Gandhi. I came out of the body. I was shot. It's so funny. It's been on the news for a couple of months now. They're finally talking about that fourth bullet I got hit with in the rib cage, left-hand side. They're finally finding out. I've been talking about it for years. But anyway, then I went right back into this body 8 years later, July 27th, 1955. I tell you stuff, and I've shown you the taking a tablet and thrown it up to show you the date and everything, because two different reasons. Lots of times it's information I tell you you're going to find about in the future. It's going to become part of your future. It might not be you, it might be your children. Okay? It's going to take 100 years for the earth to wake up to the point where there's just a solid 40% plus of the population will be awakening. A couple thousand years from now, man, these physical bodies are going. Almost all of them. But anyway, on the other side, they've seen me Come out of the body, go right back in one. Have a hard life. Come out of the body, almost turn right around and go back in. Sometimes I have. There's 2 other focal points that are part of my own self that are pulling away but still attached, and they gone into bodies too. I've been in 3 different bodies at the same time, as a few times, and it's on this planet. When I was the first one, I call myself number 1, and then there's number 2, then there's number 3, the smaller one that's starting to take off. I can't remember which one I was. The number 2 was Kamehameha, King Kamehameha, the original one of Hawaii, and I think I was went into I was George Washington at the time also. I think those are the 2 that overlapped. That was going on. Anyway, whatever. I don't know. I don't care. But anyway, a lot of them, these people still think that I'm going to turn around and go right back in a body. That's what they've seen over 10.8. That's what they've seen over 10.846 trillion times. So that's what they expect. I can talk to them. I can tell them. It doesn't matter. I'm still killing them. Raj, incredibly powerful Arae energy focal point, a part of Arae. He's his own Arae in his own right. He was attacked by one of the family source angels. There's a piece of Aramalius that literally managed to just grab a hold of some Arae energy, wrap it around himself, and he convinced the angel, the source angel, that he was Arae energy out of a body, and he needed to, and the angel needed to mess with Raj. So that angel's been dealt with. I cleaned it, stopped it, froze it, and stored it. That part of Aramalius is dead. As soon as I'm out of this body, it'll take me less than 3 seconds once out of this body to become myself again. With a lot of people, it'll take 2 weeks to 2 months. I've done it so many times. My energy's so damn strong. It's just, that's all it takes. Once I do, everything I feel that's got an issue, I'm just going to delete it. If it's got a small issue, it can be helped, fine. Take it and it'll get stored somewhere with others of its kind. It's going to be taken out of the creation situation here and just put in a different dimension and left there until I get back to it. First, it's fixing what we have. The second dimension gets fixed first, then it comes down here. So anyway, the main reason I brought this up is because some of you are getting hit hard right now. Well, Raj is the strongest Arae that's in a body right now. As soon as I'm dead, then he's next in line. It was made to be like this. So he's the one that's getting all this negative attention from assholes on the other side. Should have warned you I was going to be blunt. Wording might not be too correct. So I don't have many days left. I'm very, very, very happy about that. I can't hardly function. I'm in incredible pain, and I already know I'm coming down. Deanna just got hit yesterday. She was told by her spirit guide to stay strong because it's time for me to go. That doesn't mean it happens now. It means it happens real soon. Some of the rest of you get told that too. I know. It's one of those things that's just waiting to happen. I need to have, I know I need to have another 2-3 days to do something with this animal essence, spirit guide, and messaging thing book. Deanna's going to finish it. Deanna's a really strong source, but she's mostly, her She's more animal. She has a higher percentage of animal essence in her than the other fields. Anyway, and she'll be editing that third book. People, that third book, I've told you 100 times. I can tell you 101. There's never been in this information. Book number 1 and 2 has never been anywhere. This book number 3 is so far beyond that. It's ridiculous. And I hope no one calls it the Bible of metaphysics, because I might reach out and grab you from the other side. Say, bite that tongue. Religions are so abusively false, negative, controlling. The Torah, the Quran, the Bible, big time. They're all garbage. Every one of them are trash. Anyway, it's not religious people. It's the religions. Anyway, at this point, I'm pissed off. I'm so sick of seeing people displaying all their arrogance. Some people, you do everything you can for them, and they still have their head up their ass. Some people love this and hate that, and talk about how wonderful they are. And some people are walking around thinking they suck because they have wonderful heart energy, and they've been told that all their life. Animals abused, people being abused, the forest, everything. I can't stand it. That's my job. I'm fixing that when I get out of the body. See, I'm me for a reason. I'm the one that does this for a reason. I was made like this for a reason. I was made to be what I am. I serve and protect, and I don't take shit from nobody. And that you're going to find that works really good in your behalf soon. You'll see things changing. There's no one to thank. There's nothing to do but enjoy it. It should have been like that for you in the beginning. I don't want crap. If that's not obvious to you, then you haven't watched me too long. Either that or you're watching me trying to find something to twist against me. I'm not a politician. I don't care what you think of me. I care about doing my job. You like me? Good. Wonderful. You don't? Fine. That's your prerogative. I don't care. I've always been like that. It's what I am. I'm not changing, and that's good for everything. Some people say, boy, that guy's arrogant. He said he killed God. You never had a God. You had the original first being male and female. I killed them. Totally destroyed them. They're angels. Totally destroyed God. The original first angels, except for a few good ones. The other two large source couples, dead. Next. I had to come my body and do that. I've told you about our friends from other planets being here, what they're doing. A lot of people, I don't believe that. Well, that's fine. I don't expect you to. But the information's there for people who need it and want it, but also the information's there for a reason. Like holding up that tablet showing you the dates. Wait till you find out in the future that I told you about something 1 or 2 days after it happened, or in a couple instances right when it was going to happen. And it couldn't be stopped, so it was okay for me to talk about it. Wait till you find out about this new alliance of planets. Wait till you find out who orchestrated that, who put it together. Wait till you find out who opened up the meeting. Wait till you find out why the Drak call me father. They'll tell you, not me. Well, I just said it, but when you hear these things from other people, you'll know that I'm more than what I've ever told you. I'm different. But I don't want to be known for nothing. The information in your books, and these books I've written, are your books, but, I own the titles and copyrights and everything, but the end is about to. As soon as I drop this body, get the hell out, and it's real soon. So that information's for you. It's to help you become yourself. The more you can awaken and become yourself, the easier it is to talk with these other ancient beings. The Drak are 10.846 trillion Earth years old. A little more than that. Actually, wait a minute. They're 2.857 plus quadrillion years old. The drug race. Second lives ever had was when Lily and I told her, I said, you just watch me when I make this body. You do the same thing. We made the drug race. We made it strong enough to destroy anything that came up to it. Over years, that calms down, but that's how it started. So anyway, you have to do this by learning how to trust yourself. Take what I tell you and just let it go. Let it go. Don't worry about it. You just keep going through life. Everyone that's positive vibration is going to start, slightly higher frequencies. And I mean higher than those that want to hurt people. That's what a line's drawn. Somebody wants to be abusive, aggressive against someone, and that's really lower frequencies. No, they're going to stay where they're at, and they'll never be in a body again, never. And a lot of those are going to be deleted. So, change is about to happen. But I wanted you all to be able to talk with our ET friends and everything. The stronger your energy is, the more source you have in you, like from these crank-ups, they're coming right to you. Some of them are cranked up too. Imagine that. Wonder who did that. I'm just tired and fed up with stuff and anxious to get home. I'm not mad at anybody, but I'm mad at the way things are set up and the fact I'm still here, and I'm really disgusted with people on the other side that are so arrogant. They want to keep everything going. The abuse and everything is just disgusting. As soon as I get home, I'm going to kill them right away. 3.5 to 4 months. Within 4 months after this body drops and I get out, wait till you see the changes start happening. So, and you'll meet our ET friends. They'll tell you about, what's going on, how to do things, food replicators, feeding the mass populace. At the end of this video, that one shot I have of Oahu, kind of going through some trees, looking at the ocean. There's no end screen annotations or anything. I'm just going to put that on there for a long time. So as soon as you see that, just go ahead and get off, unless you want to relax and watch it. That's the whole reason I'm putting it there. I'm going home real soon. I'm going home pissed. I'm fed up. Basically my other half, the other primary focal point of Village, she's over there waiting. She shut up a little while ago. Anyway, all the information you need is here. For the information, getting all 3 books is what you should really do. Get the first book, then the second book, and the third book. But that third book, I'm telling you, it's like an encyclopedia. I don't know how many pages it'll be in the regular format. It hasn't, it's not going to come back from, it's going to come back from the editor about the time this body drops. So, oh yeah, I wanted to tell you that when you talk with the other side, lots of times they'll say something's going to happen tomorrow. When they say tomorrow, they're thinking that it's usually like a month and a half ahead or something. There's something that's coming up in the near future. When they say something about today, it could be in the next month and a half. It could be, that same day or tomorrow. Try to be lax on that. On the other side, source, and that's who I talk with, parts of myself. We see things 2.5 months before and 2.5 months ahead, like one day. Anyway. When you get good information, when you get the books and you read them and you get the good information out of it, and these room cards, man, learning how to talk to your spirit guides, you won't find a better tool. There's no such thing. That and stones. Forget who wrote the book. That doesn't matter. That doesn't mean crap. Forget who wrote the book. Look at the information in a book. That's where your power is. That's how you become yourself. That's how you crank up. Well, that getting cranked up is different, but that's how you start waking yourself up. In that third book, I explained how the energy flows through your brain. When different energy fields come up, come alive, I explain how the hell it happens, where it starts in your brain and how it goes. Where the energy comes into your body, floats around, where you are outside of your body. People, this has never been nothing like book 1 or 2 anywhere. Book number 3 is just through the roof. So anyway, look. I got to get back downstairs and get to the book, but sometimes it seems like I'm pissed off with people. I know better. I know who they are when they're out of a body. I know what's going on. I know why they're that way, and they don't know. They can't understand, or they think they're right. I don't give a damn. What I give a damn about is going home and fixing it, and I'm finally about there. So because I had put that other little video up, I wanted to make this and put it out there. Plus, when that happened with Raj, I wanted to explain to everybody out there that source inside and soul, essence, essential, those that you're ready to start working and you start getting hammered. That's why. Don't worry about it. I've only got a few days left. Then I'll dump this damn body and get home. I can't keep going. I'm doing it to myself inside. It's where the field, where my energy comes out into the field, that part of me right there, it's controlling the death of this body, and it's about time. I'm a little mad right now. She's a little concerned, like, whoa, not yet. Well, it's not time yet, but it will be soon. And then all that stuff's going to stop. You'll see. Those of you that have had spirit bugging you, it's going to stop. Why? I'm going to kill it. I'm a janitor. Got a mop, that's all. There's no big to-do about any of that, of who did what. It's all about you accessing real information, the truth of what's out there, not being afraid to make a mistake. I've showed you I've made them. I've made a point of it. What's a mistake? I'll tell you what a mistake is. If you hurt someone, if you abuse someone, or if you do nothing. Other than that, you're learning and you're making corrections to what to how you used to do something, because now you have greater understanding. You've received new data and used it, consumed it. You have greater understanding and better ways of doing something. If you're afraid to do anything, if you're afraid to get engaged because you can make a mistake, that's the only mistake. And I don't know, there's 550 some videos. So no matter what happens, I'm not getting back on here again, not in this channel, and maybe not Spiritual Foundation, I don't know. But this is my last one. So I love you all. I did everything I can to try to get you to understand who you are, what you can do, and to help you get there. That's what I am. That's what I do. Folks, love you, man. Take care, and if you don't put the key in that Ferrari and turn it, the only fault is yourself, and you need to know you already have these abilities. There's no such thing as psychic. What's true is you and the fact that you have all these med abilities. I love you, man. Take care.